Oh! Holy shit, he steps him on his throat. What the hell? I knew he was gonna kill him, but what was that freaking step on his... Oh my god. I knew the kid was gonna get it, man. I knew this goddamn anime. I knew that Tokishkai was gonna go crazy. I knew he was gonna kill him. Yeah, do it in our wide open space. I was trying to ruin our relationship. I knew he was gonna be Netherran. I knew he was gonna be Netherran. I knew it was Netherran. I will be waiting for you, kid. Oh my god, man. Surumi picking up violent children, man. Goldne Kamuy, baby. So hello, I'm Goldne Kamuy. Honestly, I feel I'm talking into the void, right? Now, I love this anime. Maybe it's back, after the death, unfortunately, last year. But you know, leave a comment below, subscribe, whatever, guys, if you also like Goldne Kamuy. I honestly do feel I'm talking into the void every anime. I mean, this is like one of my top 10 animes of all time, right? And every time I talk about it, I just feel like... I feel that there's no one watching it. But this is kind of me, right, where... I think I watched a lot, right? What animes to watch, what reviews, right? There's something else I'm working on the channel. I'm working on this like more philosophy thing, right? But end of the day, right? This is kind of anime that I have to watch. I feel that because you know I don't care if I get 10 views or 1 views. I want to watch from goddamn Goldne Kamuy, right? But I do think it's kind of fun that I feel like this anime is so. It's just one of the animes which is so under the radar. Right? It's not underrated, right? Because underrated would mean that people that have seen it dislikes it, right? You know what I mean? That's one thing I think I said here before I watched the video, but I hate the people always misuse the word under the radar and underrated, right? This anime is under the radar. It's a very good anime, but no one ever talks about it, right? You know what I mean? Underrated would be that you think that the anime is good, but the score, right? You know, when people say it's pretty mid, yeah, no, that's underrated, right? But people very, very often use the word they misuse this word all the time, right? This anime here is actually highly rated, right? It's not overrated, but it's highly rated. It's a high score, right? But very few people watch it, right? That's underrated. It's under the radar, not underrated, right? Anyway, let's start watching it. So 3, 2, 1, and go. Yeah, Surumi's back. The volume is very loud. Sorry. There we go. The volume was very loud. I used to read all my drivers. Yeah, I had some issue with one of my cards right earlier today, so I'm fixing all. Spent the whole morning like just basically reseating the whole PC and all the different capture cards and all this stuff. So whatever. But so is he gonna like join them again now with Surumi? Maybe. He's almost a traitor now, so. Man, that's also really weird with the beer. Oh, she's pregnant! Oh my god! He got his pregnant waifu! Oh my god, I don't know about your baby! She's pregnant! Oh my god! Surumi saw like, give me the asirpa and I want to kill your baby! Oh my god! She's pregnant! That was deep, man. Yeah. Oh my god, actually pretty obvious though. I mean, it's not a big twist in the sense that his waifu that he scored with, I guess, like 2 seasons back. When did they become a couple? Like season 2 or something? Season 1? 2 seasons back, 20 episodes, whatever, yeah. Maybe not over the surprise she's pregnant, but still. Surumi is like, you got a pregnant waifu at home? I know all about it! God damn this anime, man. He's all like, yeah, I know the truth. Yeah, don't do that too. Oh my god. Anyway. Yeah, we go to opening now, so. Yeah. It's lagging a bit there, but there we go. Yeah, it's lagging a bit, but I mean, it's opening now. But yeah, I mean, like I said, not overly surprising, I guess, right? That he got a pregnant waifu. I wouldn't say so. That's kind of what you expect, right? Eventually, I guess. But again, calls back to the Goldne Kamuy being quite, mature, right? Adult show, right? Because, people die and so one also have babies. Yeah, so, But yeah, back to after they killed the beer guy. what's his name? Vaoiku, wasn't it? He was I think he was the craziest one so far, you know. I think he's the winner in this anime. This anime is so many crazy characters. He's just like, I'm everyone. And the reveal was great. And he's like all the characters. the woman, he was like all of them, yeah. Who do you keep talking to? He's like, yeah. And I appeared he was all of them. That was great. That was really great. But yeah, I did read the chapter afterwards. I think that the manga probably made it better. Not because I'm like, manga's better than anime. But I think one thing is better in the manga is actually probably there was more than one chapter. Where in the anime we had the whole story in one episode, right? I think in the manga, if you see him, you know, pretending to be his mom, whatever, pretending to be his woman, right? And then, you know, next week it's revealed. I think it's probably better. Yeah, in the anime, we immediately kind of figured out that he was a crazy guy, right? So, you know, given the pacing, right, whatever we call it. But anyway, he's displaying a little bit of his gold rush here. I guess he might actually have found gold, I suppose. Yeah, I mean, I guess it isn't possible that he actually did manage to make money with gold and so on. I suppose that actually isn't like the crazy. Given that he did. He was the crazy, yeah. He's a crazy guy, but yeah, we see with the money and so on, attacking him. I mean, I guess his skills of like surviving at Tokaido so on is still true. He's just mental when it comes to his fear of that bear guy, you know, and the whole everyone in my family is eaten by a bear or something, yeah. But his actual prowess still exists, whatever. I do also love it. This is kind of back to basic now. When we see them, yeah, because season 3 they were separated, right, and so on. Now it's the classic trio here, you know. Yeah, the classic trio, and they're talking about their how to make money and fish and so on. This part definitely feels more like, yeah, no one else is there. What happened to the Russian guy though? Yeah, the Russian guy is somewhere else though. Yeah, he's has his own tent though, but it's not here right now. Oh, the future? What? I stole this thing earlier, what? That Mount Fuji? Maybe. I don't know, usually you don't see Mount Fuji with water for a bit. But maybe it's like, no, it doesn't make any sense, it's Hokkaido, right? Yeah. Suddenly it looks like Mount Fuji, but it's just like I mean, it's like every anime, you know, you see a mountain, you're like, oh, is that Mount Fuji? Every Japanese, you know, we have see what they're coming this week, right? You know, a Honda stage, you know, with the Mount Fuji in the background, right? Yeah, the Mount Fuji on his wall, you know, in the onsen, you know, it's always like in the spa, yeah, whatever you call it, the onsen. It's always like, you know, you got a bathhouse really, but yeah, whatever, yeah. You always get the Mount Fuji, right? Oh my god, it's another pretty boy. He's the one that's flexing in the opening. Yeah, he's true. When he's the one that shows his muscles, his abs in the opening. Oh, I see. He got like, he's a kappa. He's a kappa, baby. He got like freaking fish. Yeah, he's a Godian. Fish with fingers or whatever. Oh, something. Yeah, I guess it was says this. Naruhodo indeed. I like that he actually has like the webbing hands. Yeah, God and Kappa, man. Pretty boy Kappa. This anime is so yaoi. He's like flowing down in the water, and you see his butt cheeks, man. Yeah. You see his like muscular ass, man. Oh, they're playing. Oh, it's called again. It's card game. Is that the card? It's an anime, but it's card game. I actually never seen this anime. Ooh, what's it called again? Oh, I want to remember it. This is an anime. You know, it's one of the few animes I've never seen. Not people love this anime, and now it really bothers me. I can't remember what this anime is called, nor this card game. But I have never seen the anime. Got the few ads I've never seen, but I know people react to it. Oh my god, okay, I think I have to Google it. Oh, there's so many card game animes. But this is about like a girl, you know, that she plays this like, what's it called again? It's got, I mean, it's not some freaking, you know, Yu-Gi-Oh! But it's like the playing this card game. This back, the Russian lady, yeah. Oh my god, what is this called now again? They're playing a card game, but it's not, you know, like Yu-Gi-Oh! Or Bakugan or... They're playing it like the old Japanese. That is Shio, is it? Shiafuru. Is that what it is? Shiafuru? Yeah. She's playing this like old school Japanese card. That's what it was called. Shiafuru. It's very yosei, almost very feminine. She's playing this card game, right? What's this card game called? Karuta? That's what it's called. Okay, now I know. We got this, baby. Okay, sorry. I just need to know. You know how I am. If I see something I don't know how it is, I need to Google it to find out. You know, that's how I am. That's how my life is. Yeah. If I see something and I'm like, oh my god, that's that card game in Japan. That is like this classic Japanese card game. Karuta. Yeah, Karuta. I never played it. I've seen it in real life. I've never played it. Have never played it. Yeah, I've seen it. Never ever played it. Gotta talk to some Japan people I don't know. I'm gonna guess I want to play. I played something Mahjong, right? I played Mahjong competitively. I played Mahjong, of course, in Chinese game. I played Mahjong a lot, you know. But I am actually mostly used to Richie Mahjong. You know, when you play, which is the typical Japanese Mahjong. Yeah, Chinese Mahjong and all the rules. So I'm very used to like Richie Mahjong, and I played it a lot for money back in the days, right? I mean, as young especially, but in college one. But even to this day, you know, I'm a very good Mahjong player, right? Mahjong is all about math. You know, I'm very good. I used to play poker for money as well, you know, so I'm very good at Richie Mahjong. But anyway, sorry for a long outlay, but nothing happened in the episode. No, someone dead. Okay, no, someone's dead. Okay, nothing happened. No, someone got assassinated. Okay, not something. Sorry, but you know I am. Okay, and I have to say that I'm a little bit like, you know, I'm still stressed out over the copywriting. Yeah, honestly. So, you know, as I said last week, guys. Hope you guys understand. Yeah, I am definitely stressed out over that. That's why this is purely time monitor. But okay, this guy a murderer? Maybe he's like some journalist, Peter Parker kind of guy. He's probably a secret spider killer instead. Yeah, instead of being Spider-Man, he's like spider murderer guy or something. Ah, he's going back to the old man. Okay, he's part of the old man clan guy. Yeah, now he's laughing about the death here. I see. He's part of their yeah. I guess he's like the PR guy then for Batusai. We haven't seen these guys in a long time now. Old man team. So he's working the, I guess, the public side of it. Yeah, I guess so, right? We're having this guy write some fake news or whatever, or yeah, oh, this thing with this guy, you know. I suppose so. It does fit him though, right? The old man, he's very calculating. He's like an honorable old samurai guy, of course. And I think it does fit him to be like, oh, how can I maybe get the public to like me, right? Yeah, how can I use the public to, you know, agree with my, you know, I should be the shogun kind of thing. It does fit in the walls, definitely. Surumi is more like he wants the power and money, whatever. But this guy is more like he wants to control Japan, but he also wants, you know, like people that should like him, right? He actually wants, who killed my poor horse? What? Oh, it's him? That's the crazy guy with the hammer. That's the mad-ass guy. I can't remember his name now. What's his name? The guy with the moles. Yeah, that guy. That's the name. I think it was back there. I guess Surumi is trying to find them as well, doing that. Oh, yeah, see, call it. It's the, yeah, the mole guy. Honestly, I can't remember this guy's name. There's many names in this anime, and I won't come with that guy saying that. I don't think, yeah, but it's hard. I don't think it's hard to remember names like Surumi or Sugimoto, whatever. But that guy's, it's a lot of characters in anime. I will admit that I don't remember this guy's name, but it's a lot of characters, right? Yeah. Okay. It's like a dojo, so I guess they're how he trained him. Could be his training, I guess. No, his trainer, I mean. This is definitely a lot of flashback of Tsurumi when he's younger, yeah. Giving more of his backstory, right? Giving more of the bad guy side of it. It does feel weird, I think, this anime here. I mean, I hope you understand what I mean now, but it feels weird that because it's been like a half-year break, right? Between this season, it does feel this feels like season 5, right? But when I think, because it's been so long between them, but when I think about it, it's like, oh yeah, this is actually still the same season when they had Tsurumi and, you know, when he befriended the Navy and they had the bike race and so on. There's the same kind of flashback to that, right? It's only like 3-4 episodes in between. Yeah, there's only like 3-4 episodes between these two flashbacks now. But for me, right, from a mental standpoint, it's like, what, 8 months or whatever, or something like that. Yeah, it definitely feels weird. That's when he meets him. Mole guy. What's his name? Okay, I have to Google that. What is his name? Jesus Christ, man. I can't remember his name. What is his name? Mole. What is this guy's name? Usami is his name. Usami. Yeah, mad at guy. He is mad at it. Yeah. That's his name. Tokishige Usami. So this how he become friends with Tsurumi now, then of course, his backstory. Yeah, I know it's Toshi-kun, yeah, Toshi-kun. But he doesn't even call it Toshikai, he's calling it Toshi-kun. Yeah, it's like, you know, obviously, it's like a nickname. So this is how he and Tsurumi, of course, became besties. What's this guy? He was another young guy with like a bokken. Yeah, also might... He probably can't die soon. I feel his jealous here. I feel it netter. He's like, don't talk to my Tsurumi! Yeah, he's like, don't talk to my Latune! And I feel he's gonna probably kill this guy. My god, he's just like, don't talk to my captain. Yeah, that's my leader. My god, this looks so mean now. This is in school, right? And I think he's like kill his friend or something, right? Because he's talking to his beloved Tsurumi. He's like, don't you try to interfere with my friendship with Latune and Tsurumi. And it was, I think I was like, I don't know the rank then, but you know what I mean. Corporal or Captain Tsurumi, whatever, yeah. He's my father figure or something. Yeah. Oh my god, this is terrible. I want to see this. I don't want to see how this is gonna go. Oh no, it's gonna go something stupid now. Oh, it's probably gonna mad at him or something. Jesus Christ, this anime. Every goddamn time, man. So now they're all best friends and they're, you know, growing up together and, you know, Tsurumi being all advice for them. I think he's gonna kill him. I think he's gonna kill his best friend, you know? This feels like a typical scene in Goldne Kamuy. How he's like, I don't want to have to. Here he comes. He's like, don't talk to my Tsurumi. See? He's doing that like, yeah. Oh yeah, now they're training judo together, of course. He's teaching them judo and so on. This makes sense though that he's training them and they're in dojo and so on. Very Japanese, you know, they're training some like, well, judo, budokai, whatever, but like typical, you know, Japanese grappling, martial art, you know. I myself was trained judo for many years. Judo is like the martial art trained the longest Japanese, second longest, like, yeah, of the martial art trained, right? So I started with taekwondo and judo, right, when I was a kid, so that's, I trained judo for like, what, 7 years, 8 years? Yeah, I trained judo for many years. So that's probably my number one, right? So I've definitely been there. Yeah, I'm a judoka. See my ears, guys. Look at my ears. See, yeah, I was wrong. I think it's gonna be something wrong, right? Yeah, definitely. I expect him to kill his friend soon. Come on. Oh, it's the last day in the audio. Man, it's gonna go to Tokyo, man. It's gonna go to big league, man. My god, is it super friendship, is that? I thought it was gonna kill him in a nether rating. And now it's like sweet friendship. I thought it was gonna be some dirty, you know. Why did you take my, you know, my nether rare, yeah. Oh, they're gonna fight on the ground? He will still probably die though. It's like, he will die, right? Yeah, so they're gonna fight on the ground instead. He will die, right? Yeah. They're gonna have a judo fight on the... It's gonna like throw him into a rock or something. He's crying and everything. He doesn't care anyway. He starts crying and it like throws him on the ground anyway. Oh! Toxic Kage's. See? Oh! Holy shit, he steps him on his throat. What the hell? I knew he was gonna kill him, but what was that freaking step on his... Oh my god. I knew the kid was gonna get it, man. I knew this goddamn anime. I knew that Turkish guy was gonna go crazy. I knew he was gonna kill him. Yeah, do it in a wide open space, yeah. Yeah, your best friend. I knew he was gonna kill his best friend. I knew it. Best friend? He was always trying to ruin our relationship. I knew he was gonna be Netherrad. I knew he was gonna be Netherrad. I knew it was Netherrad. Yeah, I knew. I called it. I called it. He was gonna go crazy and be like, that's my little Surumi. I'm in love with little Surumi. Yeah, stop ruining my love. I knew he was gonna crazy kill. I knew it. I called it. He was gonna kill his best friend. I called it. I knew it. He was kill his. I knew he was gonna kill his best friend. Oh my god! I kept saying it for like 5 minutes. I knew it. Exactly, Netherrare. I knew he was gonna kill him in Netherrare Rage. Yeah. Yeah, he was getting on Netherrare. I knew it. I called it from the beginning. There was gonna be a Netherrare death scene, man. Exactly, then he flipped out there in Netherrare. I knew it. Yeah. Freaking knew it, man. I knew it. But Surumi is like, this guy is useful to me. He's a clear, crazy sociopath. I can use him. Surumi is always like picking up psychopath kids, yeah. He's like, another psychotic child in my army, yeah. It's like... Yeah, Surumi is like, good child. I can use you for my mission. Every goddamn time. That goddamn step on it. Oh my god, man. Oh my god. I can't even. I'm not gonna show it on YouTube now. People probably can't complain, but I'm not gonna show it. That was freaking. That was so American History X shit, but I'm not gonna show it. No, that was way too brutal. That was one of the most brutal ads I've seen in my life, man. Jesus Christ, man. Yeah, you stepped on this Adam's apple, you know? Just. Oh yeah, they blamed the horse. Oh my god, a poor horse! They shoot a horse and blame the horse for it? Nah, the horse kicked him in his throat. Exactly. Yeah, the father killed the horse. Yeah, that's what the horse was. That's my first kill. Yeah, that's my first death. But this every goddamn character in this army is insane, man. That's why I lost my virginity. Oh my god. It's like, that's why I got my first kill. That's why I lost my V card. It's like, what? Jesus Christ, I'm like, no. Oh my god. Holy shit. Yeah, because he picks up a bunch of crazy kids. That's what happens to Hokkaido, because he let that kid die, yeah. Oh yes, I want the freedom. Exactly, he's like, you interesting kid. Join my army. Yes, like, god damn it, man. Yeah, I've been waiting for you, kid! Oh my god, man! Surumi and picking up violent children, man! Oh, god. Who is the sensei, though? I think it's important who is the actual dojo guy, right? Until you're kind of teasing around who's the actual dojo master here. Let's see his face here. Is he the old man? Or who is he? They keep showing his back here again. Yeah, it's hatred for your friends something. But that's not the hatred. It's hatred for your friends, not for your enemies. Yeah, true killing comes from... It's a hatred for your friends. Jealousy, right? Love. Love jealousy, yeah. Love! Yeah. Love jealousy. Exactly. Guilt and love and so on. Exactly. It's love, yeah. It's love for your men or something that makes you kill people. Yeah, it's not hatred. Yeah, it's like everyone's to love me, yeah. My soldiers all have to be in love with me. Yes, they're all a Yowie army. The true, true killers are made out of love, not out of hatred. Yeah, Jesus Christ, Goldne Kamuy, man. He's like, if everyone loves me Yowie way, my Yowie army will never be defeated. Yeah. Jesus Christ, it's anime. Oh, he's killed because he loves killing. Yeah. He's killing because he loves to kill. Yeah, okay, that's a good point. He's a pervert. He's a hentai that killing people. Yeah, he's a serial killer. He likes enjoying it. He knows what's up, man. He's like, I've seen this before. I can tell. This anime. He's like, I can tell. This guy really likes killing people. But yeah, but Jesus Christ, man. Jesus Christ. Like, I kept saying it, right, you know? I kept saying it for like the first 10 minutes, right, in the flashback. I was like, well, I'm pretty sure he's gonna kill his best friend, right? Because, just like I thought yesterday about Demon Slayer, where everyone's a dead mom, right? In Goldne Kamuy, everyone is a psychopathic serial killer, right? Everyone's backstory, except Asirpa, is that they kill someone, right? Yeah. So, but that was still brutal. Even if I knew he was gonna die, that was still more brutal aspect, right? I expected him to basically, like, you know, throw him with you to throw, right? Typical, you know, sweep him down, right? You know, take grab him, you know, bam, right? And get him down, maybe to a rock, right? And again, on purpose, though, right? I was calling his Achille on purpose, yeah. But I thought he was gonna aim, right, kind of maybe at a rock or something. For example, I told the story another time, but I was attacked once at like a disco, at like a bar. It's actually was the day I graduated from high school, and there was a guy trying to attack me after I left the dance floor, basically. It's like a platoon, wasn't that, because I danced with this girl or something, which was one of my classmates. Wasn't his girlfriend, he was just drunk, but he probably liked her. I told the story in my martial art video, whatever. Short summary is that I grabbed him, right? He tried to swing at me, and I grabbed him and I threw him, right? Like I said earlier, right? I'm playing judo for many years. This was when I was 18, right? So I've been doing judo for like 7 years, so I'm black belt judo, right? I just threw him down, but actually, during that throw, I actually saw that there was like a bench kind of close to the dance floor. So I kind of twisted a bit, you know, because it's kind of like the time slows down, right? Adrenaline is maxed, so even if I was in the motion of throwing him, I could see that this bench was kind of there, so I purposely kind of twisted my body, right? And not because I didn't, you know, not because I actually cared about his health, right? He's attacking me, it's self-defense, right? But I was like, I don't want to accidentally, you know, hurt him more than that, right? Because obviously legal issues, right? So I kind of purposely made sure I wouldn't hit that thing on the ground, right? And I was imagining Toshigake doing the opposite, right? He's just like, oh, I am gonna throw him at the rock, yeah, like aiming at the rock, right? That was what I expected, basically, like you throwing him into a thing, right? On purpose, especially when I saw the outside, you know? I was like, okay, it's gonna throw him into a rock or a branch or whatever, right? That is gonna break his back or something, you know what I mean? For example, not a life story, whatever. I had a friend once, I was Sweden, right? And it was snow and so on. I had a friend once that, this is tragic, right? I had a friend that, you know, slipped on ice, you know, because it's a lot of ice. I saw it happening, and he landed on with the tree branch, got his back into the tree branch, right? Man, he couldn't walk for like weeks, you know. He was like, what, 14, 15, so he was like young, so to speak, right? But he was like paralyzed, not permanent, luckily, but he was like straight up, you know, temporarily paralyzed, right? Because he really hit his, you know, the discs, you know, in your what's it called, your spine had different discs, right? Hit like the second lowest disc or whatever, right? So if you fall right in the wrong way, you die. It's a lot of people die, you know. The side note, a lot of people die, you know, from falling in the bathroom and so on, right? Yeah, very common thing, right? Especially for old people, right? Is that they die in the bathroom, right? I think it's a lot more deaths, like accidental, you know, deaths in bathrooms than, for example, the kitchen or the living room, right? Yeah, a lot of people, you know, sliding on water or whatever, or in the bathtub or so on. It's very common, right? And if you have an issue, hit the head or whatever. I once hurt myself in the bathroom. I was living in a college dorm, and you had to shower inside a bathtub. It was really weird. You couldn't shower. You had to stand inside the bathtub, okay? And I was showering, and my leg kind of slipped, right? Only one of them, so I didn't fall. But instead, my leg kind of went over the drain, so I kind of cut up my heels, so it's like blood everywhere. So it looked more brutal than it was because, you know, I sliced through my feet, right? It wasn't very deep, but obviously it was like, I was showering, right? So it looked like, you know, American Psycho, like water and blood everywhere, so it was like very, very blood. The whole bathtub became red, right? Because, you know, it was, you know, it spreads out, right? Actually, last live story, because I'm in a live story mode now, last live story, this could be its own video, but one of the worst shit I've seen in my life, okay? I probably can't say it too. Okay, I would try to be brief about this thing. Seriously, live story time here. This is a really terrible story. This really should be on video. I brief here. Leave a comment below if you want more of it. I was at beach once in my hometown, right? And my father was there. I was with my family, right? And my father is he's a firefighter back in the days. Like this kind of, what do you call it? He was like off-time firefighter there in Sweden. So basically, he's a firefighter 1 week per month, right? So he's almost doing, so the other 3 weeks, he has his own company. He works there, and then that 1 week, you know, that's a pretty common thing in Sweden. And actually, he still is working at his company, right, that week as well. But of course, when a fire happens, he has to get to the fire station. So you can drive there in like 30 minutes. It's fine, I don't know, but it's kind of like, you know, whatever. So we were at the beach, it's summer, and it's a guy, bunch of teenagers, right? I'm a teenager myself too, so I knew who they are. But you know, there's context here. Bunch of teenagers, and they're jumping from this cliff, right? Because, you know, they're gonna jump into the water, right? And this is like this, I'll explain it, but it's actually salt water, but it's basically like a cove, I guess. It's like a cove in a mountain. So it's actually a really cool place in my hometown, where it's like 2 mountains, or close to each other, right? It's a little, you know, ridge in between, right? There's water, so it's kind of like salt water. So it isn't a lake, but it looks like a lake because, you know, it's very, very tiny little passage. You can drive boats in there, but very only tiny boats in between. It's like a natural little cove, right? With that. So anyway, these guys are jumping from the top of the mountain, basically, right? Jumping into the water, right? Because they want to impress some girls. You know how it is. And immediately, people are screaming at them, "Oh, don't do that." So we look up, and I see one guy. He's like 16 or whatever, right? He goes, "Oh, look at me, guys!" No, I know who he was, right? And he jumps from further up in the. He climbs further up in the mountain and jumps, right? And I'm immediately like, that guy is gonna freaking die, man, because, you know, you have to, the distance from the top of the mountain to the fall, right, has to be close enough. Or else you're gonna land on the mountain, right? You know what I mean? Because if you jump from the top, right, and it's like, a mountain isn't just like a spike, right? You know, a mountain is several layers, right, of heights, right? So if you jump from a higher height that is too wide, the next height, you're gonna land that one, right? So obviously he does that then. So just to make the story short here, he lands on the mountain, basically, right? Yeah, he lands on the mountain. He jumps from the top of the mountain, and it doesn't hit the water, you know. He's like halfway there, hits the land, you know. So it's really dumb. And then he rolls down in to the water, okay? And I see it happening, you know, we see it happening. So me and my father, right, we are running up there, because I said a firefighter, he's running up there, right, to the mountain, to the water there, let's swim out. And like I said, this is water passage, right, in between the two mountains. So there is a guy in a boat that happens to kind of, you know, drive by. So he picks him up into his, like a little jolle, like a tiny boat, right? He picks this guy up, right, because he's falling in from the water, right, into the water. He picks him up, actually pull him into this boat, and then he kind of drives towards us, right? So my dad like swimming out there, trying to help this guy. This is like a real, yeah, this is like a real story. This is gonna be another video. This is one of the craziest things in my life. So my dad's out there, right, getting into the boat, trying to help him get up there. I get out there too. I was like 16, so I'm, you know, I'm biff, you know. So I'm up there. We get up there. We pull him into the to the land, right? People have called the firefighter and, you know, the hospital there, right? So my father's colleagues, right? I said he only works, you know, 1 week per month, right? So these other guys comes in and they're like, "Oh yeah," he waves at them. "Oh, I'm over here, you know. Here's the guy, you know. It's a kid." And the thing is that, remember the story is because the whole boat, right, is just crimson, right? The whole boat. It's one of the worst I've seen in my life, okay? And I've never seen a movie do this thing. So that's what I would do in a horror movie. Because even if this guy isn't completely dead or whatever, he's not dead, right? He's bleeding, right? Obviously, the first guy, the guy with the boat, had to pull him up, right? And we had to help him. We couldn't really get him into the boat, tiny boat. So the whole boat, right, has, of course, been starting to submerge, right? So the boat is like half filled with water because it's a tiny little ship, tiny little one-man, you know, it's called jolle, right? It's very tiny. And the guy's also bleeding, so the whole boat is like, it looks like the whole boat is sinking of blood, right? The reason blood, I mean, obviously mostly just salt water, right? It's probably like 99% salt water, but because this guy is bleeding as he fell on the mountain and fell into the water, right? The whole boat is just like covered in tomato juice. That's how it looks, at least, right? And around the boat is like tomato juice rivers, right? Because there's so much there. So we look at that and it looks crazy, right? But I was there, and I'm like, okay, it must be water, like whatever, right? But it was one of the most things I ever seen in my life that looked really gruesome. Yeah, it looked 10 times worse than it was, right? Similar, that's my bathroom things when I cut myself in the bathtub, right? Because yeah, a little bit of blood into water and it looks way more than it is, right? That was very similar. So, but yeah, that little boat was covered in like, because like I said, it sort of kind of sink, right? So it was like covered. There's like a lot of salt water in it, right? But all salt water was colored red. Yeah, so it looked like it was like coming from some kind of horror movie, The Eclipse, Berserk or whatever. It is kind of crazy how it's a little bit of blood with a lot of water, right? And then still contained though, like in a boat, right? Yeah, it looks crazy. But it was like leaking over too, right? So it was like kind of covering up like red around the boat. That was crazy. Anyway, that's a live story, guys. Yeah, that can be its own video to explain the full context of it. But yeah, I still remember that to this day, seeing that thing. And I've seen people dying, so, but that's probably the most crimson. I have my crimson life story. It was really weird. Anyway, Goldne Kamuy, guys. The Goldne Kamuy reminds me of real life crime. But seriously, don't jump from high. That was so dumb, man. I knew that guy. He never recovered. The thing was happened and why it was so much tomato use was because he lost part of his heel. Yeah, I mean, I saw it visually with my own eyes, right? But he basically lost. He had his feet, right, and he lost kind of like that part of his heel, right? That was kind of like why there was so much tomato use, right? Because on his fall down, so yeah, he could never. He could of course get some. He needed to get like a special shoe, like a shoe that would be like, because he had most of his leg left, right? You know what I mean? So he had to kind of get like a shoe that could kind of like cover up that area he lost. On the accident, it kind of lose like your toes, right? You kind of have to get some special shoe that can help you with balance or whatever if you have no toes, something like that, right? But it is obviously a much longer story, but it's very just kind of short version of it, yeah. But anyway, subscribe to it. Have a great day.